First Alert Meteorologist JD Disharoon here, and we're going to go over your forecast as we head through not only the Easter holiday, but also as we head on in towards next week, because we do have a very unsettled weather pattern that's going to slowly be working its way back into the forecast. So go ahead, prepare. We're going to have the umbrellas handy, and we're going to need them as we head on in, really Tuesday and beyond. For folks in Northwest Georgia, possibly Monday evening if you have like some late night plans. We're talking like 10 to 11. I think for the most part, though, the rain really is going to hold off until we get into basically the Tuesday time frame. So we're all going to be taking a look at this as we go throughout the next several days. But overall, the headlines are going to be showing us that we're going to be dealing with a very dry Easter. And I think we're all going to be very happy with that, with temperatures not quite as warm as today, so maybe low to mid 80s, but at least it'll be dry. I know a lot of folks like to head out, do Sunday morning services, or maybe they're going out to Easter brunch, or maybe you're going out with friends for the afternoon. Unfortunately, though, once we get past tomorrow, the unsettled weather pattern really starts to move in. Again, Monday, that transition day, and then Tuesday, the chance of showers starts to return. And we will see a chance of showers daily, maybe even mixed in with a few storms on some of those days. So as for today, we got up to 84 degrees for the afternoon high. 75 is the average this time of year, so almost about 10 degrees above average. And notice our morning low well above average as well. In fact, we were seeing 60 degrees for the morning low. 53 is that average. And we're going to notice the warm air continuing as we head into tonight. And really the next several nights, all through next week, we're not going to see a big shift because the moisture and that front are going to stall out to the north. And that means we're going to continue to see that moisture pulled up from the Gulf of Mexico. Overall, here's that front right now. Notice we're looking at a cold front and a warm front kind of going through a transitional phase. That's what's going to help to pull it back into our area as we head into the evening, I should say the next several days, mainly Monday evening. Tonight's evening, though, looking pretty good. Notice, though, we do have clouds that are starting to build in over the Midtown skyline. That's going to continue to thicken overnight and really mostly cloudy skies for your Easter Sunday. Right now, we're looking at 80 degrees. That southwesterly wind helping to pull up that moisture as we go into the next, several hours. And that's what's going to help to fuel the clouds. And then our temperatures, quite comfortable. 80 in Atlanta. Most everybody else, though, looking at the mid to upper 70s. So here's your 24-hour temperature change. Basically the same as we saw yesterday. A few spots in the Northeast Georgia area looking about, a degree or so higher. Otherwise, though, it's pretty much par for the course. What we expect overnight, temperatures will eventually drop back down into the mid 60s, and then outside the perimeter, upper 50s to lower 60s. Typically, whenever you see the 60s this time of year, it's an indication that we have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. You're going to be able to feel that air. I know a lot of folks do Sunday services, I should say sunrise Sunday services for the Easter holiday. What we're going to be concerned about, not the moisture so much from the sky, but the moisture in the air. So you will be very humid, very muggy in the morning. So if you're outdoor services, make sure you dress for it. You don't want to be sweating too much there as you go out throughout the day. Speaking of that, we are going to look at cloudy skies throughout most of the day, but hopefully for the afternoon hours, a few peaks of sunshine to give us a little bit of relief from the dreary conditions. Overall, though, mid-80s, just absolutely spectacular as we go in through the afternoon. It's not just Atlanta. Almost everybody's looking at lower to mid-80s as we go throughout the day. Look at this, 85 in Atlanta, 84 in Covington, 83 in Gainesville, 86 in Rome, 83 in Carrollton, 84 in LaGrange. Now, as we head throughout the rest of Sunday, you'll notice the cloud cover continues, but it holds off until Monday. By 3 p.m., though, notice a little bit of moisture starting to make its way into northwest Georgia. And overall, Monday evening and Tuesday morning, that moisture stays in northwest Georgia. By Tuesday afternoon, most of the rain will stay in north Georgia. I'm talking like Rome to Canton up towards Helen and north. But you notice we do have some green south of that. So we do have that potential for everyone to see a scattered shower or storm. So here's what we're expecting on Monday. Again, that thunderstorm icon, mainly late past sunset in North Georgia. Now, when I say North Georgia, I don't mean like our viewing area North Georgia. I mean like Rome, Canton, Gainesville, and off towards the north. Everybody, though, looking at almost 80s for the afternoon. And then we get to our first alert weather day on Tuesday. So it's going to be something that, we just kind of need to pay attention to as we go into the rest of the day. So let me go ahead and pull out that Tuesday forecast for you, or I should say the Monday forecast for you, because I want to show you when that moisture starts to arrive. You'll notice Monday, again, let's zoom in a little bit closer, get a little more high-res model. 2 to 3 o'clock if you isolated showers, 7, 8, more rain in that area. And again, really along our border counties with Tennessee and North Carolina. By the time we get to Tuesday, though, that rain chance does pull back down towards the south, and we're going to notice that the rain chances will increase throughout the day. So by the time we get to 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I'll pause it because I want to show you for that morning commute. There is a little bit of green over the metro. Now, does this mean exactly where the rain's going to be at 8 a.m.? No. But what it is showing us is that the potential is there for showers during that morning commute. Not a lot of them, but you don't need a lot of it to really kind of cause some problems. Notice, though, as we go throughout the day, the rain chances do start to increase. And again, I wanted to emphasize, you see that little bit of moisture starting to set up south. Just because the front is stalling off to the north doesn't mean folks in LaGrange, Griffin, Eatonton, or well south counties are out of this. Your rain chances aren't as high, but they are still there, and the models are picking up on that as we head through Tuesday afternoon, and we'll continue that into the evening. Tuesday is the best chance of rain for us. We're going to notice that as we head into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Rain chances start to dip. We're going to be looking at partly to mostly cloudy skies Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I think for the most part, Wednesday and Thursday, more clouds than sun. Friday, about an even mix. High temperatures, though, because we're not seeing as much rain chances, are going to start to creep back up. So mid to upper 80s as we head to the back half of the week. And then into next weekend, we're going to be looking at those middle 80s and temperatures right around 84 with a 20% chance of a passing shower and mostly cloudy skies. So it's one of those situations that's almost like a summertime pattern. And I say almost because when you look at the 7-day forecast, you think it would be, just because we have what looks to be, pop-up showers and storms each and every afternoon. It's just that the setup's a little different with this. This is definitely a springtime system with a cold front stalling out due to a high-pressure system off the coast. Very common this time of year. So that's what we're going to be looking at as we kind of go through the next 7 days. So basically, while we're not expecting a washout by any means, as we go on into the next 7 days, what we are expecting and recommending, just throw the umbrella in the car with you. It's not going to be a lot of rain, but the rain does fall, could be heavy at times. And if that just happens to be when you're trying to run from the car into the grocery store or into the office, you don't want to be caught in that deluge. So basically, have the umbrella handy, better to have and not need. And the other takeaway from this is that it's going to be a beautiful Easter. It's thankfully the holiday. Not only Easter, it's also the end of Passover. It's looking good. It's not until we get into next week that we're going to start to see that moisture start to pull away. So we do appreciate it. Definitely, stick with us. We're going to be back on air tonight on Peachtree TV at 10 and Atlanta News First at 11. And then we'll be back here tomorrow morning streaming online and on air. Other than that, if I don't see you beforehand, hope you have a wonderful holiday and enjoy your evening.